need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
Hello, it's time to do a topical video, and considering my channel is mainly about movies and TV shows, nothing more topical in today's age than the overabundance and over-reliance on strong female characters in the past 5 or 6 years, and yes, I do think it's extremely stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and list 10 female characters that I actually really like, because I think they're just good characters overall. I don't give a flying fuck if they're female or if it's progressive. I just like the characters. Okay? Okay. Number 10 is Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, a 10-year-old little girl, or at least I think she's 10, who just obliterates everybody in her way. And it actually makes sense because her dad, played by the brilliant Nicolas Cage, is former special ops, who pretty much spends years teaching her how to use all these weapons and how to defend herself and how to pretty much murder everybody. And I absolutely love it. Her character is funny and she's easily the best character in the movie, aside from maybe Nicolas Cage, and they're the best dynamic duo in the movie. Number 9 is Bellatrix Lestrange from Harry Potter. She's actually not a hero, she's a villain if you've never seen Harry Potter, and I think her character is just very fun. She's clearly very strong, she can wreak as much havoc as possible, that's why she was in prison for however many years, and I feel like anytime she's on screen, she just kind of steals the show. Plus just her overall goth look is fucking awesome to me. Spoilers if you really care, she does have a major kill in the series, very important to Harry Potter himself. Number 8 is Trinity from The Matrix, the woman that made jumping in the air and kicking someone in slow motion popular in what was parodied by so many movies so many times. However, she's not super OP, she does pretty much murder a fuck ton of people in her quest to try and get Neo back in the third movie. So in many ways she's just as important as Neo in the story of The Matrix, trying to keep him safe in order for him to fulfill this prophecy and save the humans from these evil robots. Number 7 is Black Widow from the Marvel Universe, and despite having multiple different looks, her actual character kind of changing over time somewhat drastically. After first being introduced in Iron Man 2 over a decade ago, she still consistently stayed the best female character in the MCU, and even though it's been hinted that obviously her ability to whoop everyone's ass is due to some kind of tragic backstory that they're supposed to go over in the next movie, which I think is kind of whack because her movie should have came out maybe like 2014, 2015, and the fact that she was a part of the original Avengers lineup is a pretty big deal. And number 6, a lot of people would actually probably put at number 1. A lot of people really like this character. I was kind of late to the party, so I have her at number 6, and that's Ripley from Alien, but specifically Aliens, aka Alien 2, because her character in the first Alien movie is okay. She's almost kind of like a final girl in like a horror movie like Halloween or Friday the 13th or some shit, but in Alien 2, she's way more of like a badass. She knows of these aliens now, and she's just on this mission to fuck them up, and like she goes one-on-one with the queen alien, which is an awesome battle, and at no point do I feel like she's OP at all. She just like actually feels vulnerable, which I hear that she dies later in the franchise. I've only seen Alien 1 and 2, and it's probably best I keep it that way. Number 5, I've got Sarah Connor, Sarah Connor, but specifically Sarah Connor from Terminator 2, because similar to Ripley, Terminator 1, she's just kind of the damsel in distress on the run the entire time from Arnold, which I mean, obviously, she doesn't really have any idea of how to kill it, but then in Terminator 2, she's in this mental asylum, she's just this absolute badass, a lot of training, preparing for this moment, because she knows it's gonna come again. She does everything in her power to protect John Connor, who's like this chosen one for the future. Number 4 is Princess Leia from Star Wars, a character that's basically galactic royalty, I guess. She's clearly very smart. She ends up running this rebel fleet, making some big calls while still being in the action and going on this adventure with Han and Luke and whatnot. And I'm not really sure if her rank is on par or below Admiral Akbar, but she's clearly very competent, and she's just a very big character in Star Wars, so it's hard not to like her. At number 3, I've got Elastigirl from The Incredibles. Now, can I just take a moment to say just how amazing The Incredibles is? I rewatched it recently, and it's just so good. And it's almost ironic because today's Hollywood is trying to push as many female superheroes as they fucking possibly can right now. But they literally have the perfect blueprint to go off of with Elastigirl. She's like the perfect female superhero, and she trumps over all of them right now. And yeah, she's a solid number 3. And number 2, I've got Laura, aka X-23 from Logan. I love her character because her entire character is just a big rage monster. I mean, she literally has the DNA of Logan, aka Wolverine. So she has the same adamantium claws, the same rage issue. She's just like female Wolverine, and it's fucking great. Except the only difference is she's a little girl and she yells in Spanish. I feel like if we lived in a perfect world, she would get her own movie as the female Wolverine. That would be amazing. But we probably won't because Hollywood's pumping out the wrong shit right now. But I'm not gonna go into a rant about that. So yeah, she's fantastic. And number 1 is the glue that holds the entire Harry Potter saga together, and that's Hermione Granger. Easily the best character in Harry Potter, and it's not even close. Her character is like hilarious because she's way too focused on her studies than she is about her life. She's almost OP. She knows every single magic spell at like the age of 11 or 12. Honestly, I feel like if Harry Potter wasn't the chosen one, and it was like prophesized that he had to face Voldemort, if it was just a free-for-all and it was just an empty school, Hermione versus Voldemort, Hermione would have mollywopped this dude. She was like protecting Harry's ass the entire fucking saga. If Hermione wasn't there, Harry would have died like 8 times. And Emma Watson was just the perfect casting. Really gelled perfectly. And for all I know, her character's even better in the books, because I didn't really read the books. I only read like the first one, because supposedly everything's better in the books, right? So yeah, when the idea first popped in my head to make this video, the first person I thought was Hermione, and for good reason. Alright, I'm done.
Another day has gone.